maybe the WWE wasn't feeling as confident in Cody Rhodes as they were the day that they hired him. Because, bro, if they were, I don't know if you hire CM Punk before the Royal Rumble. Where else is he going to go? He wasn't going anywhere, bro. So why not hire him after the Royal Rumble?
What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of Writing with Russo. As you can see, I'm still under the weather as of this taping, but the show must go on, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to get through this. Yes, look at the chest pumping, ready to rock and roll. We're going to get through this, and we're going to have some fun just like we do every single week. So, Vince Russo, how are you, my man?
I'm all right, Chris, man. I wish you were feeling better, bro. I hate that you are you feeling sick. I really do hate that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. It's it's going to get better. It has before and it will again. So I have to just be positive and just take this one on the chin. This is my first time this year getting sick, man. And so
this is what I always refer to as suck it up mode.
There you go.
You know, when you get really sick, bro, but you gotta freaking work and you just gotta suck it up till you can get in that bed, bro.
Absolutely. That's precisely what I did.
Exactly.
Throughout the day with my therapy job. Like, just imagine having flu-like symptoms as a therapist.
Oh, bro, that's the worst, man. I'm sorry, bro. That is the worst.
Listening to everybody and saying, yeah. And then having to, operate your therapeutic muscles and do interventions and stuff like that. So I'm just blessed that God gave me the strength to endure throughout the day. And it's been throughout the week that I've been feeling sick. And but it's the good news is that I'm better than I felt 2 days ago. And so it's on the upswing. So
yeah.
Well, let's get into the topics for today. So, the Royal Rumble is shortly underway, and as of this recording,
bro, do people understand there's 1.5 million people watching Raw? Do we understand that, bro?
Yes, there are 1.5 million people watching Raw. Yes.
You know, your buddy, your good friend Sean Sapp. Did a video about how badly I'm trying to stay relevant.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, bro, there's 1.5 million people watching Raw. If I was trying to stay relevant, do you really think I would choose wrestling? You serious? Like, bro, wrestling right now is the most irrelevant thing in entertainment and sports, and that's what I'm gonna choose to stay relevant. Wrestling.
Maybe Sportskeeda can hire us as college football pundits, and I can get you into. I know you're a baseball person.
That's what I said, bro. I said, listen, bro, if I wanted to stay relevant, I would be doing Shohei Ohtani shows 24/7. I'd be talking about Shohei Ohtani every single day. If I wanted to stay relevant, not the 1.5 million people that watched Raw on Monday night.
Precisely, yeah.
But anyway, we got a job to do, and we're going to do that job, doggone it.
We're going to suck it up.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. We're going to talk about the Royal Rumble, and the Royal Rumble's underway, and as of this recording, Cody Rhodes has announced his name as the first entrant in the Royal Rumble. So, there's been some discussions that maybe Cody's going to win again on his road to finishing the story with Roman Reigns. Now, first off, do you think that Cody Rhodes winning back-to-back Austin style, Michael style, is a good call? If not, who you think should win the Royal Rumble?
Bro, it was the call until they hired CM Punk. Bro, listen, I am the guy that was always swerving and curving. Everybody knows that. But I also knew when you had to give the people what they wanted. Bro, now that you've hired CM Punk, okay, they want Punk to win the Royal Rumble. They do not want Cody Rhodes to win the Royal Rumble. That is harsh reality. And you know what, bro? Listen, let's be honest, Chris. Maybe the WWE wasn't feeling as confident in Cody Rhodes as they were the day that they hired him. Because, bro, if they were, I don't know if you hire CM Punk before the Royal Rumble. Where else is he going to go? He wasn't going anywhere, bro. So why not hire him after the Royal Rumble, after Cody Rhodes already wins it? Because now, bro, you know they're going to want Punk to win it.
Yeah, I think they wanted the Chicago pop, you know what I mean, from Punk. That's the reason why they did that. They wanted to maximize the moment.
Where is the Rumble, by the way, Chris? Where is it?
It's in Tampa, St. Pete area, I believe. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know, I think they wanted to do that just to you know, get that lightning in the bottle moment, which I didn't mind them doing that because.
But can I ask you this, Chris?
Yeah, sure.
Honestly, I hear you and I understand that, but bro, what does that really achieve? We're going to debut him in Chicago. He's going to get the pop. Okay, like what does that really do?
But Vince, that same question applies to wrestling across the board.
You're right about that. You're right.
So they're looking for that pop.
Yep.
They're looking for the moment to pop. They're looking. I mean, it's again, just like with Tony Khan with finding his shiny new toys, and you know, pro wrestling in general is just about
moments,
getting the next pop.
Yeah,
and that's the reason why storylines are very, you know, lackluster. That's the reason why characters aren't developed. It's just a matter of what can we do to generate a huge algorithm on YouTube, and you know the presentation and the pitch to other people from a digital content perspective, especially if they're trying to get digital contracts. If they're trying to get digital media contracts, they're saying, 771 million
billion, 71 billion,
71 billion. Yeah, but it ended up being 71 million.
Yeah.
71 million people tuned in to, you know, the Punk thing, and you know, that's their thing. They're trying to do that digital media pitch, and so they're looking for those moments. Yeah. And especially when in Chicago, you're thinking of it from a YouTube algorithm perspective. You have people who are going to share it more because of that big pop, because of that big moment. And so that's what they're going to pitch to people. It's you know, I was having this conversation with people. I do a live on my Patreon every single week, and people ask me questions and stuff. And I was just explaining how the core audience for WWE is no longer the fans. The core audience are the stockholders, the shareholders, the sponsors, the potential company, the potential networks and things like that. That's the core audience for WWE. You can tell even from the presentation of the product, it's not primarily centered for wrestling fans anymore. I mean, even if it's not from a casual standpoint or from a hardcore standpoint, that's the reason why we get the same matches every week. That's the reason why we get the same stuff every week. The big scope for WWE is we're generating these numbers, we're generating this digital content, we're generating these sponsorships, we're generating the Saudi deal. And so that's our primary audience. That's what we're looking to push content to.
Chris, I did a whole show today. Bro, this isn't about it's a different time. This isn't about we've evolved. This is about you sold out, bro. You sold out. And I got to be honest with you. If the WWE turned around tomorrow and said we sold out, I'd have no problem with that because, bro, that's business. That's business, bro. But when you try, when I get the times have changed, and especially, Chris, the evolution, because, Chris, we're talking about wrestling's been around for 100 years. Bro, the end game in wrestling 100 years ago is the same as it is today. Nothing changed, bro. The object of wrestling is you can win a match 3 ways: by pinning your opponent, getting counted out, or disqualified. That has not changed. You can't talk about evolution when it's the exact same thing. That's what really bothers me, Chris, because let's stop with the different time evolution. You guys sold out. Bro, they sold out, Chris, the day they went 3 hours with Raw, and they knew they were gonna bastardize their product, and they did it. They knew they were gonna water down that product. That day, they sold out, and they've continued to sell out ever since. And listen, man, sometimes in business, people sell out. You know, I mean, Taylor Swift started a country and western star. I talk about, Kiss. When disco hit, Kiss cut a disco song. Bro, sometimes for business reasons and dollars and cents, people sell out. But don't make up the other excuses, man.
Sure. But I think, Vince, even with that, though, like WWE has oftentimes talked about the branding. And when Stephanie was there, she was really big on branding and international marketing and branding and stuff like that. I would say a lot of that has to do with fans still trying to hold on to, specifically hardcore fans. They're so attracted to that pop, and so they're so attracted to that injection that they're trying to say, well, it's a different product. It's a different time. A lot of the different time, from what I've seen, a lot of the different time arguments come from hardcore fans, because they're not willing to admit that it's the same scheme, it's the same approach, it's the same goal. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like now with WWE, they're realizing that the 1.5 doesn't phase them as much because they know that the niche is going to be there and defend them to the core, right? Yeah. And so what they're going to do is going to take that niche and they're going to use it to market to other people, because from a marketing standpoint, they are absolute genius. WWE is genius. I mean, like, with numbers dwindling down as far as interest, they're growing in revenue. You know what I mean? And that's because the company as a whole is phenomenal at branding and marketing. And so they're going to say, you know what? We're going to keep that 1.5 million people. We can say, we sold out, and they're still going to be like, well, no, you didn't sell out. It's a work. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. And so they're going to say that. They're going to defend them to the death. Yeah. And so they know that, because wrestling is such a cultish, type of industry as far as fans are concerned, and they're going to use that for marketing.
Chris, here's the funny thing, bro, back in like 97, man, I was introduced to the guy at Oracle Park in San Francisco who runs tickets. He's the guy. He is the man. Yeah. And bro, I've been friends with him now for 25 years. But bro, this is what amazes me. The conversations I have with him, bro, there was a time, bro, the Giants had like the longest streak of sellouts. Okay. All of a sudden, bro, last year, they're 17th in the league. And bro, he talks to me about the pressure of ticket sales, like coming down on him, bro, if he does not, and that's why, like, I listen to him and I hear him, bro, they're willing to spend $500 million to get Ohtani so they could put butts in seats. That's what it's all about. Yeah. And then I look at the WWE and I'm like, like, it's almost like that, like you said, for all the reasons you said, it's like that aspect doesn't matter to them, bro.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah.